America. He's right. Then Australia, then Ireland.
Which you'd think, actually.
Tends to be the English-speaking countries, isn't it?
However, then, Spain,
Where they don't speak English.
Canada, and your favourites, French.
Well, bonjour, tout le monde.
Yeah, well, also Canada, they speak French as well in parts of it. They call it French Canadian.
Maybe.
And
Yeah.
we've got more fans in Hull than we have in Leeds.
I know. How weird is that?
Well, people are busy in Leeds. They haven't got time for Facebook.
And also, it must be the extensive work that we've done promoting ourselves in Hull.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, we've been there a couple of times.
Also, right, Manchester always led. More people liked us in Manchester than London or any other city in the UK until now. And London's now just overtaken Manchester.
You know what I like to think is that we're friends with the whole UK and indeed the world. So anyway, if you want to help us out, basically, it's a nice... I was looking at it yesterday because I'm not on Facebook. My friend was on it yesterday and he goes, look at that. And there was a little thing, Chris Moore show, right, the line's closed for the competition, listen tomorrow or, you know, whatever, blah, blah. And he goes, that's great, that. You know, it's just come up on my little news feed. Look at that, isn't that brilliant? So it tells you all the stuff that's doing on the show and there's photos and whatnot. Al's pretty good at updating it. We did have a blip a few weeks ago when the computer went nuts and sent out loads of old blogs from like the last year on repeat and people were going insane.
So we cut the feed.
It's a good job that we've got you, Al, doing our stats, because if you weren't here and I had to do it, I don't think it would be as extensive.
No?
No.
Do you not think? I think you'd get into it. Do you know one city that's not there? Liverpool. Liverpool's not on the list at all.
Really?
That's how few people listen to us in Liverpool.
Well, we need to get our Chris Moore show Facebook Liverpool bus on the road.
Well, what we need to do is we need to go to Liverpool soon and popularise ourselves.
And ask, why don't you like us?
So log into Facebook, if you're on Facebook, search The Chris Moyle Show, really simple, and then click like. That's it. Right, Alan?
Yes.
Good. You need to be here with me on this, because I sound like my mum.
Definitely.
I sound like my mum trying to work the sky.
So here's what I was thinking this morning. Is it possible?
Do you press what button do you press? If you want to record, the R button. The R button? R for record. R for who? No.
I was thinking, if I could get the team to kind of every now and then say hello on Facebook, what are the chances?
Can you put a video on there?
You can do, yeah.
Well, you know, I can wave hello.
Okay. Because you haven't got a profile, have you?
No.
So that's a problem. Dave, have you got a profile?
I'm not on Facebook.
No. Dom? I think he has.
No, he's not. We're on the
Okay.
cutting edge. However, we have just bought an Atari and you can play Space Invaders.
Like,
Ready
You've
to go.
leapfrogged Facebook and gone straight to Twitter.
Yeah, no, we really have.
Anyway, facebook.com/The Chris Moore Show. Click like. And the like button is a big thumbs up next to The Chris Moore Show.
I'll get a video of you on there later on.
All right, well, it's going up already. It's now 1,431,933. So we've just added 1,000.
That's good.
So we've only got 68,000. Just over 68,000 to go. Is that right? Yeah, that's right.
And if you could be the 3% males that we're missing, that'd be great.
I was going to say, I still can't explain this female 50% and male 47%, unless there's like 3% who are just gender non-specific.
Yeah.
It is very bizarre. Are you male? Click here. Are you female? Click here. Other? Yeah, but it doesn't say that though. What would that be? Half and half?
I don't know.
How does that work? No, a bit of both. You know, just the way it is.
Yeah.
Did you know that language,
Here we go.
2,251 people who've liked us speak English pirate?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What's that, just like people going... "Arr"?
Is that people like in Devon and Cornwall?
I think so. Is that just people with a strong Cornish accent?
Oh, he loves the Chris Moyle Show, I do. I loves it.
More people speak
Hang on a
pirates.
second, click here if you speak English. I speak English pirates.
More people...
Why are pirates called pirates?
I don't know.
Because they are.
I genuinely don't understand that statistic.
More pirate-speaking people than there are Turkish.
It's weird, isn't it?
I could have fun with this all day.
And also,
Alec loves his stats, by the way.
Alan, the figures for pirates are only just below the French.
I know.
Now, French is a big language in the world.
I know.
Pirate is second. Later on the list is Klingon.
4,500
And then Welsh.
4,500 people like us in France, but only half of them speak French.
It's weird, isn't it?
Right.
Have you ever thought that maybe your stats are all completely wrong and made up?
Just interesting.
However, we've got 19,000 fans from the US, but 472,000 of our Facebook fans speak American.
That's the settings, actually. I think English US is the default. You've got to change it to UK.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I never knew that. So, do us a favour on Facebook. Get your phone out. Log on now. Come on. Log in to Facebook. Search for The Chris Moyle Show. It's the one which has 1.4 million followers or likes, whatever you want to call it. And we want to see if we can get it to 1.5, which would be great. And we'll do a treat. Something for the males, something for the females, and something for the undecideds. We'll have a picture of Tina topless, Dominic topless, and Alan topless. So everybody wins.
Happy to help.
Like that? Happy with that?
Yeah, it ticks everybody's box.
Yeah.
One other thing we need to do is come up with a phrase that people will answer
Oh,
the phone
yes.
to for a competition later on.
Should we do a very, very simple one as opposed to noises?
Well, I like Tina's idea.
This is what?
I'm over 18.
Right, okay. After the mess,
Let's do that.
I'm over 18! Just that. Yeah?
Yeah, unless anyone else is
Or hello.
I like hello.
There is a chance of guessing that, though, isn't
Yeah,
there?
there is, yeah.
Oh, I like... Thank you for calling the Vodafone T-Mobile O2 Cellnet Orange. Right, if you entered our Liverpool competition to come and hang out with us in Liverpool tomorrow night,
Yeah, it is, isn't it? We've got a pack today.
then we're going to call one of the correct answers. We get a random list of numbers. We start at the top. You have to answer your phone with, I am over 18. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you can answer your phone by saying, I am over 18, then you and a mate come and answer this in Liverpool, and we can go to your local, or we can go to one of our locals. Even though we don't live there, we still have pubs there. No, we don't own them. Kind of not like a pub version of Robbie Fowler. Yes, I made most of my money. I buy pubs around the UK. Me, David, Dodd, we invest.
Oh, yeah.
You know, have you ever heard of a pub called the Wheat Sheaf?
The Wheat Sheet, yeah?
We own all of them.
Do you?
No, we don't. So if you entered our competition and your phone rings in the next kind of 20 minutes and it's us, please answer with, I am over 18.
It's what I have to say in the office when I get checked for ID all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right.
And on the Facebook thing, by the way, Alan, you'd be pleased to know
Yeah.
we've gone up by about 2,500 already.
Brilliant.
So it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Especially Liverpool, if you like us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Is he not even on the list?
No.
Not even on the list at all.
Do you not remember we're going to Liverpool because people don't listen to us there?
Why?
That's a sweeping statement. Like, some people do.
Yeah.
I think it's the worst
Name
place
one.
in the UK.
Eh?
Oh,
what's your name? What's your mate's name who listens to the show?
I gotta go back to that.
Oh, Richard.
Yeah, Richard listens to the show.
Yeah.
And Francis.
Yeah, they both listen.
Worst place in the UK for our stats.
Liverpool. Too busy to do stat ticking. Alright, so we've almost added 3,000 fans on Facebook, which means we only have approximately 66,500 fans to go before we hit 1.5 million.
That's a start.
Yeah, well, that's wholly possible, isn't
Yeah,
it?
totally.
I can also tell you the exciting news that Jonathan Ross has arrived in the radio.
Yeah.
Look at that. My God, he looks well. He's so handsome. Look at him.
Isn't he a handsome man? And much taller than you would imagine.
He is. He's 7'2".
7'2".
See that tall.
Yeah. How his wife manages to go about her daily work when she has that hunk to look at every day.
How can you
How
concentrate?
does she get anything written?
He's a walking distraction.
Not only tall and handsome, but also with luxurious hair.
That's right.
He's got terrific hair, I think.
Has got.
Are you after a writing job on his new show? We're all being very complimentary.
I did a voiceover on his old show.
Do you think Jonathan knows that?
I don't think so, probably, because I never met him. We never talked about it.
Well,
He knows now.
Well, he does now.
he's talking to someone now, isn't he? Well, we'll find out. We'll ask him. Do you know who the voiceover was?
Yeah.
Your last TV show.
Yeah, he was rubbish.
Yes, I do. Edward Allen. No, that's right. We'll chat with Jonathan in a bit. We'll call our Liverpool winner back, and hopefully we'll get more fans on Facebook.
Listen, watch, share.
This is BBC
Radio
I'm
1.
glad I came in this morning. It's a busy show. Right, first of all, news, sport, weather with Dominic and Tina at 8:10.
Nearly £1 billion worth of aid is being released to help the Libyan people.
and Elena Baltach is through to round 2 at the US Open. Newsbeat.
Around £950 million of Libya's money being held in UK banks is being freed up as part of an emergency aid package. It's been approved by the United Nations. The country's cash was frozen back in March during anti-government protests there. Many Libyans haven't been paid for months now. Here's Newsbeat's Adina Campbell.
Most of this money will be spent providing more food, water and medicine, which are in short supply all over Libya. Some of the cash will also be used to help pay state salaries and maintain services. The Foreign Secretary, William Hague, has called the move a major step forward.
But Colonel Gaddafi supporters are still holding out in his home city of Sirte, even though the rebels have given them an ultimatum: surrender by Saturday or face a major attack. There's still no sign of the Libyan leader. He's thought to be giving orders to his forces to fight on.
BBC
Radio 1.
Newsbeat.
In other news, a town in Wiltshire will today hold its last ceremony honouring British servicemen and women killed overseas. The coffins of 345 service personnel have been driven through Wootton Bassett in the past 4 years. One of them belonged to Terry Bergen's son, Lance Sergeant Mark Bergen, who died in Afghanistan back in March.
Fantastic day. From the moment he got there, he just overpowered the welcome that people would ambassador give it up. All my mates were there, and all Mark's mates were there, and over 200 people from Kirby turned up. It was just overwhelming. I didn't half up the family.
From tomorrow, those coffins will be flown into RAF Bryce Norton in Oxfordshire instead. A 17-year-old boy from Chester has been charged with attacking websites belonging to big international companies. The teenager, who we can't name for legal reasons, is accused of working with a group of hackers who call themselves Anonymous. And America's soldiers have been flying in food and supplies to thousands of people trapped by the floods in the US. Many roads in the northeastern state of Vermont are impassable at the moment. Here's our US reporter, Dave Howard.
The worst floods to hit Vermont in decades have cut access to 13 towns. 200 roads in the rural mountainous state have been blocked or washed away. Up and down the east coast, it's reported Irene killed 44 people. 3 million are still without power. Also, tens of thousands of Brits face delays getting home because of backed-up flights.
Elena Baltach has joined Laura Robson in round 2 of the US Open after her opponent Jamie Hampton retired through injury.
She's a really nice girl, and we got on so well with her, and she was in so much pain, and the cramps reached her abdomen, so it was a bit of a serious one, I think, towards the end.
And Kjelsång was beaten in straight sets, though, by the South African Chanel Scheepers. On to football, and Liverpool have completed the signing of 6'6" Uruguay defender Sebastian Coates. Other deals that look likely to go through on transfer deadline day: the sale of Scott Parker from West Ham to Spurs, and Owen Hargreaves joining Manchester City. Jessica Ennis is confident she's at the top of her game despite missing out on heptathlon gold at the World Championships. Ennis reckons she's a better athlete than winner Tatiana Chnova.
Improved a lot over the years. I definitely feel faster and stronger this year, and I think that, if I hadn't made that small mistake in the javelin, then I think I would have been up there to really battle it out in the 800 with her.
And in cricket, 2 world champions meet at Old Trafford later this evening as England host India in a one-off match.
And the weather, a bright start for most places. It will turn cloudy later on. Northern and eastern parts of the UK will get a few light showers as well. Should be dry everywhere else though. Warmer too. Highs of 22 degrees today. It's 5 minutes past 8 now.
Jonathan Ross, I've just been in to see Jonathan. He just told me potentially, he just showed me where the escape tunnel is. You know that Andy Parfitt left through?
Yeah.
And then the last second he went, no, you've got to go back in now, and he blocked it up. I'll explain more about that later. Is that right, Jonathan? Jonathan, do you know who does the voiceover for your Penn and Teller show? Oh, okay, I can't hear him. He's talking through soundproof glass. It's been so long since he did it. Hang on, here we go. Oh, he's never met him, but he has a lovely voice, and he's seen this person on Twitter.
I have met you once before when you were in London. Hello.
He asked you not to mention that one evening.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah, and that's a great show, and I think, it's made better by your